2 Kings 14. In the 2nd year of Jehoash son of Jehoahaz king of Israel began Amaziah son of Joash king of Judah to reign. He was 25 years old when he began to reign, and 29 years he reigned in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Jodan, from Jerusalem. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, though not like his father David, but he did according to all that Joash's father had done. Only the tops were not taken away, because the people still sacrificed and burned incense on the high places. It came to pass, the kingdom being confirmed in his hand, that he slew the servants that had slain the king his father. But the children of murderers he slew not, as it is written in the book of the law of Moses, in which the Lord commanded, saying, Fathers shall not slay for the children's sake, and children shall not slay for the father's sake, but each one will be killed for his sin. He smote 10,000 Edomites in the valley of Salt, and took Selah in the war, and he called her Joktheel to this day. Then Amaziah sent messengers to Jehoash, son of Jehoahaz, son of Jehu, king of Israel, saying, Come, let us see each other face to face. But Jehoash king of Israel sent to Amaziah king of Judah, saying, The thistle which was in Lebanon sent to the cedar which was in Lebanon, saying, Give your daughter to my son as a wife. But the wild animals that were in Lebanon passed by and trampled down the thistle. Indeed, thou hast smitten the Moabites, and thine heart was lifted up, boast of it, and stay at home, and why would you meddle in evil, to fall you, and Judah with you? But Amaziah did not listen to him. And Jehoash king of Israel and Amaziah king of Judah went up, and they saw each other face to face in Beth-shemesh, which is in Judah. And Judah was smitten before Israel, and every man fled to his tent. And Jehoash king of Israel took Amaziah king of Judah, the son of Joash, the son of Ahaziah, at Beth-shemesh, and he came to Jerusalem, and broke through the wall of Jerusalem, from the gate of Ephraim to the corner gate, 400 cubits. And he took all the gold and silver and all the vessels that were found in the house of the Lord and in the treasures of the king's house, as well as the hostages, and returned to Samaria. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoash, what he did in his power, and how he fought against Amaziah king of Judah, is it not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And Jehoash slept with his fathers, and was buried in Samaria with the kings of Israel, and Jeroboam his son reigned in his stead. And Amaziah, son of Joash, king of Judah, lived after the death of Jehoash, son of Jehoahaz, king of Israel, 15 years. Now the rest of the acts of Amaziah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? And they conspired against him in Jerusalem, and he fled to Lachish, but they sent after him to Lachish, and there they killed him. And they brought him on horses, and they buried him in Jerusalem, with his fathers, in the city of David. And all the people of Judah took Azariah, who was 16 years old, and made him king in place of Amaziah his father. He built Elath, and restored it to Judah, after the king had slept with his fathers. In the 15th year of Amaziah, son of Joash, king of Judah, Jeroboam, son of Jehoash, king of Israel, began to reign in Samaria, and reigned 41 years. And he did what was evil in the sight of the Lord. He never departed from any of the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, whereby he made Israel to sin. He also restored the borders of Israel from the entrance of Hamath to the sea of the plain, according to the word of the Lord God of Israel, which he spoke by his servant Jonah, the son of Amittai the prophet, who was from Gath-hepher. For he saw the Lord that the misery of Israel was very bitter, and that there was neither slave, nor acquitted, nor anyone to help Israel. And the Lord had not yet spoken to blot out the name of Israel from under heaven, but he delivered them by Jeroboam the son of Jehoash. Now the rest of the acts of Jeroboam, all that he did, and his power, and how he fought, and how he restored Damascus and Hamath, belonging to Judah, being king over Israel, is it not written in the book of the Chronicles of Israel? And Jeroboam slept with his fathers, with the kings of Israel, and Zechariah his son reigned in his stead. 2 Kings 15. In the 27th year of Jeroboam king of Israel began Azariah son of Amaziah king of Judah to reign. He was 16 years old when he began to reign, and 52 years he reigned in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Jechaliah, from Jerusalem. And he did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, according to all that Amaziah his father had done. Only the tops were not taken away, because the people still sacrificed and burned incense on the high places. And the Lord smote the king, and he was leprous until the day of his death, and he dwelt in a separate house. But Jotham, the king's son, was in charge of the house, judging the people of the land. Now the rest of the acts of Azariah, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? And Azariah slept with his fathers, and they buried him with his fathers in the city of David, and Jotham his son reigned in his stead. In the 38th year of Azariah king of Judah, Zechariah son of Jeroboam reigned over Israel and Samaria 6 months. And he did what was evil in the sight of the Lord, as his fathers had done. He never departed from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, by which he made Israel to sin. And Shallum the son of Jabesh conspired against him, and smote him before the people, and slew him, and reigned in his place. Now the rest of the acts of Zechariah, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. This was the word of the Lord, which he spoke to Jehu, your children, to the 4th generation, shall sit on the throne of Israel. And so it was. Shallum the son of Jabesh began to reign in the 39th year of Uzziah king of Judah, and he reigned 1 whole month in Samaria. For Menahem the son of Gadi went up from Tirzah, and came to Samaria, and he smote Shallum the son of Jabesh in Samaria, and slew him, and reigned in his stead. Now the rest of the acts of Shallum, and the conspiracy that he made, behold, it is written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. Then Menahem smote Tifsah, and all that were in it, and also their borders from Tirzah, because they had not opened it, and he smote them, and split all the pregnant women in the middle. In the 39th year of Azariah king of Judah began Menahem the son of Gadi to reign over Israel, and he reigned 10 years in Samaria. And he did what was evil in the sight of the Lord. All his days he did not depart from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, whereby he made Israel to sin. Then came Pul, king of Assyria, against the land, and Menahem gave Pul 1,000 talents of silver, that he might help him to establish the kingdom in his hand. And Menahem took this money from Israel, from all the mighty and rich, to give it to the king of Assyria, for each man 50 shekels of silver. So the king of Assyria returned, and did not stay there in the land. Now the rest of the acts of Menahem, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And Menahem slept with his fathers, and Pekahiah his son reigned in his stead. In the 50th year of Azariah king of Judah began Pekahiah the son of Menahem to reign over Israel and Samaria, and reigned 2 years. And he did what was evil in the sight of the Lord. He never departed from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, whereby he made Israel to sin. And Pekah the son of Remaliah, his captain, conspired against him, and smote him in Samaria, in the palace of the king's house, together with Argob and with Ariah, and with him 50 men of the sons of Gileadites, and killed him, and reigned in his place. Now the rest of the acts of Pekahiah, and all that he did, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. In the 52nd year of Azariah king of Judah began Pekah the son of Remaliah to reign over Israel and Samaria, and he reigned 20 years. And he did what was evil in the sight of the Lord. He never departed from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, whereby he made Israel to sin. In the days of Pekah king of Israel, Tiglath-Pileser king of Assyria came and took Ijem, Abel-Beth-Maachah, Genoa, and Kadesh, Hazor, Gilead, and Galilee, and all the land of Naphtali, and led them to Assyria. And Hosea the son of Elah conspired against Pekah the son of Remaliah, and smote him, and slew him, and reigned in his stead in the 20th year of Jotham the son of Uzziah. Now the rest of the acts of Pekah, and all that he did, behold, it is written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. In the 2nd year of Pekah the son of Remaliah king of Israel began Jotham the son of Uzziah king of Judah to reign. He was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Jerusha, the daughter of Zadok. And he did what was right in the eyes of the Lord. He did according to all that his father Uzziah had done. Only the tops were not taken away, because the people still sacrificed and burned incense on the high places. He built the high gate of the Lord's house. Now the rest of the acts of Jotham, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? In those days the Lord began to send Rezin king of Syria and Pekah son of Remaliah against Judah. And Jotham slept with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David his father, and as his son reigned in his stead. 2 Kings 16. In the 17th year of Pekah the son of Remaliah began Ahaz the son of Jotham king of Judah to reign. Ahaz was 20 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem, and did not do what was right in the eyes of the Lord his God, like David his father. For he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, and made even his son to pass through the fire, according to the abominations of the heathen, whom the Lord had cast out before the children of Israel. He also sacrificed, and burned incense on the high places and on the hills, and under every tree. Then Rezin king of Syria and Pekah the son of Remaliah king of Israel went up to Jerusalem to fight, and they besieged Ahaz, but they could not defeat him. At that time Rezin king of Syria restored Elath to Syria, and drove the Jews out of Elath, and the Syrians came to Elath, and dwelt there to this day. And Ahaz sent messengers to Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, saying, I am your servant and your son, go up, and deliver me from the hand of the king of Syria, and from the hand of the king of Israel, which rise up against me. And Ahaz took the silver and the gold that was found in the house of the Lord, and in the treasures of the king's house, and sent a gift to the king of Assyria. And the king of Assyria heeded him, for the king of Assyria went up against Damascus, and took it, and carried the people captive to Kir, and slew Rezin. Then King Ahaz went to Damascus to meet Tiglath-Pileser king of Assyria, and when King Ahaz saw an altar that was in Damascus, he sent Uriah the priest a design and model of the altar, according to all its workmanship. And Uriah the priest built an altar according to all that King Ahaz had sent him from Damascus, so did Uriah the priest, before King Ahaz came from Damascus. So when the king of Damascus came, he saw the altar, and the king approached the altar, and sacrificed on it. And he burned his burnt offering, and his meat offering, and poured out his drink offering, and sprinkled the blood of his peace offerings upon the altar. But the copper altar, which was before the Lord, he removed from before the house, from between his altar and the house of the Lord, and put it on the north side of the altar. And King Ahaz commanded Uriah the priest, saying, Burn on the great altar the morning burnt offering, and the evening meat offering, the king's burnt offering and his meat offering, and the burnt offering of all the people of the earth, their food offering, their drink offerings, and all the blood of the burnt offerings, and all the blood of the sacrifices, shall you sprinkle on it, but the copper altar shall be for me, to inquire thereon. And Uriah the priest did according to all that King Ahaz had commanded him. And King Ahaz cut the bands of the sockets, and took the laver from above them, and took the sea from off the copper oxen that were under it, and laid it upon a stone pavement. And the covering which they built for the Sabbath in the house, and the outer royal entrance, he removed from the house of the Lord, because of the king of Assyria. Now the rest of the acts of Ahaz and what he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? And Ahaz slept with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David, and Hezekiah his son reigned in his stead. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, leave your like, and make a comment.